Hi, thanks for joining me in another video. Today is pretty exciting as I finally get to drive a different type of EV, an electric pickup truck. With me today is the Rivian R1T. Rivian is a newer electric vehicle company. It was founded in 2009 with the focus of developing vehicles, technology, and services that inspire people to get out and explore the world. Their vehicles are manufactured in Normal, Illinois. They also operate with a carbon neutrality commitment. You can learn more about their mission and end-of-life recyclability plan on their website. They also plan to release their impact report in 2023 after their first full year of production. As of March 8, 2022, they had around 83,000 R1 pre-orders in the US and Canada, and they have produced 2,425 vehicles since the start of production. Rivian currently has 3 vehicles in their lineup. The R1T is the first product they've brought into production. In the future, they plan to produce the R1S and the EDV, a commercial delivery van. I have today their electric pickup truck, which was unveiled in 2018. The R1T and the R1S share the same skateboard platform. This architecture accounts for the battery, suspension, driving units, thermal, and braking system. This is the Rivian R1T Launch Edition, which starts at $85,000. The current options you can choose from include the Adventure Package starting at $73,000 and the Explore Package starting at $67,500. The Launch Edition is equipped with quad motors and a large battery pack. The quad motor vehicle delivers a total of 835 horsepower and 908 foot-pounds of torque. Its 0 to 60 time is as quick as 3 seconds. You can select between 3 different battery sizes. Beginning in 2024, for the dual motor, you can get the standard pack, which has an estimated 260-mile range. The large pack can get you an estimated range of 320 miles, and the max pack can get you an estimated 400 miles. For the quad motor, you can either get the large pack with an EPA estimated range of 314 miles or the max pack, which gets you an estimated 400-mile range. With this configuration, you get an EPA 70 mile per gallon equivalent. Normally, I'd have a comment here comparing the fuel efficiency to other vehicles in its class, but unfortunately, there aren't too many other options right now. It's a huge leap if you're coming from a gas or diesel pickup truck, and will get you some serious savings on fuel. There's a lot to look at with the Rivian R1T, but first let's look at the design. Rivian states that when designing this vehicle, they wanted to communicate strength and refinement, but at the same time inviting customers to get their vehicles dirty. It's a cool looking truck, and their headlight design makes it stand out as it's made of a very long bar across the front. Actually, these ovalish headlights kind of remind me of Kirby's eyes. There are 9 color choices to customize your vehicle. For its safety features, it integrates 11 cameras, 5 radars, 12 ultrasonic sensors, and it has 360 field of vision. Breaking down its measurements, its max height with the antenna is 78.2 inches, it's 217.1 inches long, and its width with the mirrors folded down is 81.8 inches. The truck bed with the tailgate down is 83.9 inches, and with the tailgate up, the bed length is 54.1 inches. The width of the bed is 51.1 inches. The max ground clearance is 14.9 inches. The Rivian has air suspension, which can raise and lower the height of the R1T. It also can tow up to 11,000 pounds. The truck bed offers a lot of storage and utility. As a reminder, this is the Launch Edition, so it includes all of the available options. Some exterior and interior features may not be included in the other package options. For security, there is a Gear Guard security cable, which is a remote monitoring system. With it, there is a locking cable that goes around your stuff, and there is a camera in the bed to monitor your supplies, which is a camera right up there. And with the security cable, you just plug it in here, and then when you lock the car, this is also locked, so it can't be taken back out. You will also receive alerts through the Rivian app if something should happen. You have tie downs in the corners of the bed, so they're on all 4 corners, and then there's also a few on the top. Here is the air compressor, which outputs up to 150 psi. This is very neat. You can fill up the tires on the truck or even in other vehicles if needed. And here is your hose, which is stored over here on your gear tunnel. To protect your items, there's a tonneau cover option. Here we have the powered cover that is controlled with these buttons. So I'm going to click on it, push down on it. There we have it closing. If this space isn't enough, there is more underneath here for whatever you see fit, but it can be used for your spare or even a cooler since it has a hole for drainage on the bottom. Conveniently, there are also two 120 volt outlets here. Actually, let's see if we can charge a car. All right, we're plugged in and the outlets are on. Let's plug it into the car. And I heard the click. So let's see if we're charging. Awesome. Slowly but surely we're charging. But be careful what you plug into there. It has a maximum of 1500 watts. If the truck bed isn't enough, there's also this hidden spot. It's a gear tunnel. And you open it with the button that's on the top. And you open the panel. What a great idea for that unused space. The gear tunnel panel can also hold up to 250 pounds, and the tunnel itself has 11.7 cubic feet of storage capacity. The door panels also have some compartments to hold items in. So right underneath here, there's a first aid kit, and on the other side, there's also another little compartment as well. What else could we put in here? I suppose you could take a nap in here. And hey, look, there's also a 120 volt and a 12 volt outlet in here too. But you know something? I'm kind of feeling claustrophobic in here. I don't think you could take a nap in here. Okay, how do I get out? Okay, we have our trunk bed, gear tunnel, and we also have the front trunk. This thing is big. It's 25.4 inches by 54.8 inches. Its depth is 22.7 inches. You can easily fit larger items. Just to lay it out visually, I'm going to get an ice chest and see if we can fit it in the front trunk. Okay, so it doesn't look like this is going to fit exactly because this won't close very well. There's like a ridge here that prevents it from being evenly standing. So you could probably fit more of a smaller medium-sized cooler, but if you get a closer look, you can see how much room you actually have. There are also a lot of other little compartments hidden throughout the vehicle. Here on the driver's side, there is a hidden flashlight. Pretty neat. And then also underneath the seats, there is a compartment that you could probably put sunglasses or maybe pens, small tools. And then additionally, in the center of the two seats, there's a space for like the Rivian Bluetooth speaker that you could pull out when you're camping or washing your car. And you can just fit it right back in there too. Let's finally drive it. I'll take it on the streets, but unfortunately I'm restricted from going off-roading. I know, how can I test out this adventure vehicle without doing what it's made for? So please, enjoy this Rivian footage. I'll meet you right back here. The R1T is said to have great off-road performance. It has a wading depth of 3 feet, an approach angle of 35.5 degrees, and departure angle of 30 degrees. For the quad motor, you get the ability to tank turn. Additionally, you have 3 tire options, which include the 20-inch all-terrains, the 21-inch road tires, and the 22-inch sport tires. Let's take it for a spin. So what's really nice is this really huge camera view, plus this 360 view. It's very clear. The car has 8 driving modes, which include all-purpose, sport, conserve, a few off-roading modes, and also a towing mode. There are also other driving adjustments, which you can do for the ride. You can either choose stiff or soft. Region has 2 modes, which is high and standard, as well as stability. It has a few options as well. I like keeping my region on high, and what I really like about the Rivian is that it offers one-pedal driving and also the feature of hold. And what hold does is that when you come to a stop, the vehicle will apply the brakes for you. Then when you're ready, you just press on the accelerator again, and then hold will be released. It's impressive how powerful and quick this vehicle is for being so heavy. And on top of that, it's so quiet. It's quiet in the exterior and inside the cabin as well. And when I say heavy, it's almost 9,000 pounds. Also, This is so nice that there is absolutely no body roll. We're just cruising on through. I'm loving the feel of this drive, and I have an excellent view of all of my surroundings. I'm not a truck person, but I do like to see how an EV performs in the truck space, and so far it's doing pretty well. I mean, the truck is very versatile. You can haul, you can take it for a really quick drive, or take it off-roading. Rivian vehicles come with Driver Plus. And with Driver Plus, you get things like forward collision warnings, automatic emergency braking and lane departure warnings, and adaptive cruise control. And so let's try adaptive cruise control now that we're driving on the freeway. And so to do that, you just double tap down on the stalk on the right side and it will engage it. All right, and that noise signifies that we're on. So currently we're staying in between the lanes and it's keeping a distance between me and the car in front of it. So we're gonna have this on for a while and see how it does. To adjust the distance between you and the vehicle in front of you, you just need to scroll on this button in the middle and it'll change your car length for you. And so far I think it's doing pretty well. It's pretty simple. Rivian will push out more features for Driver Plus in the future through over-the-air updates. We can't go off-roading, but we can drive all the way up to the top of South Mountain to get this great view of Phoenix. This truck is equipped with the biggest battery in a vehicle I've ever driven. This particular truck has a large pack, which weighs in at 135 kilowatt hours. Rivian will be coming out with an even bigger battery pack that has a capacity of up to 180 kilowatt hours. A little bit more about the pack we have though. It's comprised of 7,776 cells. One cool thing is that they wanted to get that number to be all 7, so that flashlight I showed you earlier is actually using the same battery as is used in the pack. The batteries are assembled in the pack in 9 modules. The cells they're using are the 2170 form factor, which is the same that Tesla has been using on the Model 3 and Y cars. The 2170 batteries are slightly larger than the more common 18650s that are used in other vehicles. The battery cells are being manufactured by Samsung SDI, and then the pack is assembled in Illinois by Rivian. The charging port is located on the front driver's side of the truck. You can charge it using the J connector or CCS for fast charging. On board, we have an 11.5 kilowatt or 48 amp AC charger, which should get you about 25 miles per hour of charging. In total, it'll probably take around 11 to 12 hours to charge up from 0 to 100. Normally, I'd applaud 48 amp chargers, but with a battery of this size, it'd be nice to see Rivian spring for an 80 amp charger. The Max Pack will need a bigger onboard charger for sure. Fast charging this truck is of course an option. Rivian advertises that it can charge over 200 kilowatts and may in the future be capable of 300 kilowatts plus. 200 kilowatts seems very conservative to me. I'm guessing they want to get some data back from the vehicles before they start increasing that charging rate. At 200 kilowatts, we'll be seeing a C rating of 1.48. At 300 kilowatts, it'll be 2.22. Keep in mind that there are many cars out there which have a C rating over 3, and yes, the higher number is better. The Max Pack will be forcing Electrify America to upgrade their chargers. Let's do a real-world test to see how it goes. I am at the Electrify America chargers, which are rated up to 350 kilowatts. Now I brought down the charge on the truck to 13%, so let's plug it in and see how fast it charges. When we started, the charging rate went over 200 kilowatts and had a pretty gradual charging curve. Unfortunately, the Electrify America we were on was slow to refresh the screen, so we might have missed some data points. We also ran into another problem where the car just stopped charging, so I had to initiate another charge. With the release of their trucks, Rivian is also coming out with their Adventure Network. They'll consist of both level 2 and 3 chargers scattered all around the US. Rivian is also planning on deploying out 3,500 fast charger stalls at 600 sites by the end of 2023. That maps out to about 5 or 6 stalls per site. For level 2 chargers, they're building out 10,000 chargers by the end of 2023. Rivian is committed to expanding out the charging infrastructure in the United States, but this fast charging network they're building is exclusive to their vehicles. Exclusive networks have positive and negatives. Tesla also does this with their supercharger network in the US. But sometimes network-exclusive charging can be confusing for the consumer and may have some impacts for the future of EV ownership as a whole. In the driver's seat, we have a 16.5-inch center touchscreen and a 12.3-inch digital dashboard. Everything is controlled from the center screen here. With the screen, your controls will be found throughout the menus. The AC vent's wind flow are also adjusted here. It has LTE and Wi-Fi capabilities and Bluetooth pairing. This system does not have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, but you will find wireless charging and a few USB connections inside. The design has nice details with trim options and interior colors. There's also a nice view with the panoramic roof. There is seating for 5 people and the seat material is vegan leather. The seats are heated and ventilated with lumbar adjustments for both the passenger and the driver. Your backseat passengers can control some functions here with the small screen. There is also ample legroom and it's actually very roomy and comfortable back here. You also have some USB ports here in the back seats and then 2 right here on the bottom of the screen. Rivian sells some extra gear in their shop that can be added to your R1T. The first one, which I briefly mentioned before, is a camp kitchen which can be stored and connected to the gear tunnel. This whole setup has a cooktop and kitchen set. The others are the tent package, which can be placed on the rooftop. Rivian also sells their own branded wall charger for faster charging speeds in the included adapter. The R1T is expensive, but it offers good range and it's very accommodating for any type of activity. It's an enjoyable EV for whether you're going out on an adventure, hauling, or taking it for a spin with its very quick acceleration. It has a ton of storage space and a neat design. There aren't many other electric pickup competitors out there in the market right now, but I think the R1T has a good step in this space. Thanks for spending time with me today. If you have an EV I can review, email me at info@kaizev.com. Make sure to subscribe for more EV content and follow me on social media at KaiZev and Kai's Tesla. Kai's my dog. And check out my website for more EV resources at kaizev.com. That's all for now, and happy charging.